I want to review the graphing and a little bit about what we did before. So you're going to write this down on a separate piece of paper because I don't think there's any, oh, no, I lied. You can actually go to the back of your packet and you can put all this stuff on the back, okay? So, or you can get a separate piece of paper, whatever. I want to know if it's growth or decay. I want you to graph it and complete the table, okay? So the truth be told, I can go on my graphing calculator and graph it, but of course, I'm going to do better than that. Well, let me start here. I need to know if it's growth or decay. It's all based on the base, okay? The base, if it's greater than 1, it's growth. If it's between 0 and 1, it's decay, okay? I'm going to say the B. So 6/5, if you don't know, you can go into your calculator. 6 divided by 5, that's more than 1, so that's 1.2. So that means it is growth because 6/5 is greater than 1. So let's address the 1.2, okay? I want you to realize 100% is like your 3, what you start with. 0.212 represents that 20% growth that you have each time, okay? So now you're going to have to graph it. Create a table. Now here's the truth. You can plug it into your calculator, but the problem is I gave you a fraction. So all these need to be fractions as answers. And yes, you can still plug it into the calculator. So let's go. 3 times 6 divided by 5 to the -2. Get an answer, and then change it to a fraction, and you've got it. But of course, we need to prove our work. So I'm going to start with the 0, and I'm going to go 3 6/5 to the 0. Anything to the 0 power is 1, times 3 is 3. You need to be good at this because I'm going to expect to see work, okay? Now, I think negative numbers are more difficult, so I'm going to deal with it later. Now I'm going to go 3 6/5 times 1. Well, this is like 3 over 1. So 3 times 6 is 18/5. You're showing me that you can do fractions. And then I'm going to go 3 times 6/5 to the 2nd power. Well, 6/5 squared is a little bit more work. So I have to square the 6 and square the 5. Then multiply that by 3. 3 times 36 is 108 over 25. Yes, your fancy calculator will change all of that to an improper fraction. So you're going to show your work. Let's get into the negatives. 3 times 6/5 to the -1. How is this one different than this one? In this case, I have to flip the fraction and then it turns positive. Okay? So anything to the first power is itself, and that would simplify to 5/2. Now let's do the same thing. 3 times 6/5 to the -2. Anytime you have a negative exponent, you flip it. Distribute, distribute. Times 3. 3 goes into 36 12 times. 25 over 12. Okay? Last thing you're going to do is you're going to graph it. Okay? 1, 2, -1, -2. All right? 0, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I go up 3. 18 over 5. I should probably be making more here. I know it's going to be growth because it showed it, but I will do this. So this is 5/2 is 2.5. Okay? And this is 2.4, so it's kind of gradually going down. Oops. You get the idea, okay? But it's going to be exponential. And this represents growth. Let me do one more. This time I'm going to go f of x equals 3. And I'm going to do, let's do 5/6 to the x. So if you look, it's very similar, isn't it? I have to tell if it's growth or decay. I look at the base. Since it's less than 1, how do I know? 5 divided by 6 is less than $1, 0.83. Ooh, that one's mean. Okay, we'll be okay. I just kind of wanted you to see simplifying fractions. So it's decay because it is between 0 and 1. Because it's between 0% and 100%. It's 83.3%. Okay? So, now I'm going to do my table like I did last time. X, f of x, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. I'm going to start with the 0 because I think it's the easiest. 3 times 5/6 to the 0. Anything to the 0 is 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, because what does that mean? At the start, it's 3. Ready? At the start, it's 3. And then now I'm going to go 3 times 5 6 to the first power. 5 6 to the first power is itself. Divide by 2, 5 halves. Now I'm going to go 3 times 5 6 squared, very similar to the last one. 25 over 36 times 3, 12, 25 over 12. Okay, some of you go, hey, it's the same as the last one. Don't worry, we'll get there. Now I'm going to go 3 times 5 6 to the negative 1. What does it mean if it's negative? It means you flip it. Once you flip it, it turns positive. And now you multiply, multiply. 3 times 5 6 to the negative 2. What does it mean? Flip it. Square it. Multiply. And I get 108 over 25. Now I'm going to graph it. 1, 2, negative 1, negative 2. 1, 2, 3. There it is. But what's happening this time? Instead of my numbers getting bigger, they're getting smaller. Okay? Which makes sense. This represents growth. This represents decay. Now what I want you to get is this means this is an increase of 20%. This is a decrease of 17% about. Because if you look, 0.83 is like 83 cents, which means you took away 17 cents. So it went down 17 cents. Okay? So now that you have those graphing ones, you should be good to go. Between the homework that I gave you that first day on the word problems, where is it? Here, that you have a video of. I just made a video of this and this, so we should be all ready for you to start this on Thursday.